Hello, this is Denton Yoder, instructor for BSE 2304, the Biological Systems Engineering CAD class. This lesson is going to be on templates, and I'm going to try to cover a little bit of the history, make sure you understand it. The first thing I should probably mention is drawing extensions. If you save a drawing, it will make a DWG file. If you save the drawing a second time, it'll take the old one and make it a BAK file and make your new one a DWG file. I don't know of any other programs, at least that I use regularly, that'll make a backup file. It's kind of handy though. The idea is if you save your changes, but then you change your mind and you want to go back to your original drawing, you can rename the file that is a BAK file to back into a new file name .dwg, and you have your old file back again. As computers have gotten more and more stable and we start backing up all our drives and everything, it's not as important to be used that way. But if I corrupt a drawing, I can always go back to the backup, which is a previous save. Another thing about extensions is a DWT, a drawing template. And T is a notation that was invented, I guess, by Microsoft, I'm pretty sure, back in the late 90s. When you work on a Word document, you actually are opening a new document, which is a copy of the normal.dot template. So there's a normal.dot, which is a blank Word document, which is your template document. It defines what your current font is. It defines if there are any preset styles in the drawing, that kind of thing, or in the word processing file. AutoCAD also uses the T, and so if you take a DWG and change the name to a DWT, you now have a drawing template. It is important in Word and Excel, although most people don't even know about it. But I'm going to go to Word, and I'm going to say File, New, and it gives me different templates. And the idea is I can start a new document that is preset to be like some other document. Here's a enter post title here. Okay. This is a test, and then you're typing. So it gives you a title and a line. Oh, okay, wow. Let's, Excel's the same thing. If you do a new document in Excel, you can use different templates, and we've got formulas, pivot tables, calendars. So I can say I want a new calendar, create, and I get a calendar as my template for my spreadsheet. Okay, I'm going to close all that. In AutoCAD, it's even more used. So if I start a new drawing, I get a blank drawing, right? Okay, well, what are the settings? Any drawing setting, any setting that is stored in the drawing can be saved in the template file. So when you start a new drawing with that template, you get those settings. Examples of good uses of that. City of Danville. When I was working with them, they would store any monuments for the city as points in their template drawing. So whenever an engineer started a new drawing using the city template, they had all the survey monuments, so they were ready to start referencing those points with their survey data. Another one, Martinsville, the Henry County PSA. When I was working with them, one of the things they would do is put all the symbols that they used in their surveys in the template drawing. So when they imported their drawings, they had all the point descriptions that they used in the drawing automatically. Okay, just for everyday use, things you can do. Layers, layouts, line types, text styles. You can have a lot of that stuff preset. So let's say I'm in a new drawing. This is a blank drawing. Well, let me go to a really blank drawing. I'm going to say, well, if I hit new, I just get a new blank drawing. Well, actually, they give me the new one. Okay. When I hit new, it's asking me to select the template I want to use. When we get into Civil, we're in class, we're going to use the Imperial NCS template, but we're not quite there yet. We're still in basic AutoCAD. I'm going to say, give me an AutoCAD template. The AutoCAD DWT is a blank AutoCAD drawing. It's a pretty good English unit template. When I do an OK, the one thing you'll notice real quick is the grid is turned on. Okay, I don't like a grid. I'm going to turn it off. If I go into style of text, hey, they're using Arial. I don't like that. But actually, I'm going to leave standard alone. I'm going to make my own new one called STD. And I'm going to use Roman S. It's a lot faster than the Arial. So standard is the default now. Okay. Layouts. If I do my Control 2, get my design center, I can grab a D size, put it in my drawing. I don't need the layout 1. I can delete that. I can delete the layout 2. And I have my D size template, which I may go ahead and erase out. And then DDA TTE for attribute edit, and just replace these with generic answers 2 times, 3 times, scale foot. So it's ready to be filled out, but it doesn't really have the correct answers yet. Okay, if I know to change my DWG props, I can say, well, I know the author is going to be me because this is my computer. So I can set myself as the author, and I can say lesson number here. Title, subject, use DWG props to set. Okay, so regen, my drawing title block does not have the right information, but it's a great start. When I save the drawing name will be right, the date will be right, the user will be right. I just need to change the top 3, which I'm noting in here the command to do that. Okay, so I have a template that I'm actually happy with. Okay, I'm going to go back to model space. Do I want any particular layers or line types? Line type, load. In my template, I'm going to say, okay, maybe border, hold control center, dash, dot, divide, fence line, hidden, phantom, hot water, load up some line types, go into layers. I could create my object layers, the layers that I normally will use, preset their colors, preset their pin weights, and be really in a position where I'm ready to start drawing. If I save all this information, what I want to do is save as, and I want to change the drawing name from DWG to DWT. AutoCAD automatically, if you say you want to store a DWT, it puts you in the template folder, which is buried under your app data local AutoCAD blah 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 English template folder. But it put you there automatically, and it's waiting for you to name the template. And so I can name this one Denton plain ACAD. Save. Yeah. Okay, don't need a comment. Now, whenever I start a new drawing, I can say new drawing, use my Denton template. You'll notice that my template already has a layout. It already has some layers. If I put an object in here, I could use line types, or I really like to tie them to my layers though. Okay, that's templates, guys. Templates are your friend. If you set your templates wisely, you don't have to do all the laborsome startup things every time in your drawing. Well, have an awesome one. Bye.